Yo, what's up, Broncos country? How's it going tonight, guys? We're back this week, and we got a lot of stuff to go over this week. Of course, as you all know, the schedule got released on Thursday. We learned every single one of the Broncos game. The only game that got released before the schedule was Week 1 for the Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs, Monday Night Football. So we got a primetime game right out of the gate, which I hate when the Broncos have to play on Monday Night Football in Week 1 personally because you got to wait an extra day. It kind of sucks. But anyway, we're here today to go over the entire or the entire Broncos schedule and go over each game individually and talk about it and give our thoughts on if we think it's going to be a win or a loss. And at the end of it, we're going to give you our final records and everything. So let's get into it. Mohammed, Week 1, the Broncos got dealt the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. I don't know why I just said that. On Monday Night Football. Originally, whenever this got released, this game personally, we knew Broncos, Chiefs, Monday Night Football. We just didn't know the location until like the very next day they finally released the location. It was going to be in Kansas City. Now, a lot of Broncos country is really upset about this. Other parts of Broncos country are fine with this. I'm in the side of I'm fine with this. But before I get into my take on everything with this, what is your take about this game, and who do you think is going to win this game?
Well, Eddie, like just like looking at the schedule as all, like it's pretty brutal. Seriously, like especially the first six games. Like we're just like back to back to back. There's a lot of playoff teams, right? As far as the Chiefs, we don't really know. I know we're talking about it before we went live. We don't know if Mahomes is going to play or not, and if he is going to play, what shape he's going to be in. I would imagine that he's not probably going to be very rusty. He's not ready for the game. But I honestly don't think the Broncos should take this game lightly. We're playing in their house pretty much, right? I think they're gonna run the ball. I don't see if Mahomes plays or even if he doesn't. They have a new toy, right? They're running back, so they're gonna be running the ball a lot, and this is gonna be a big test for our defense. I think. See if they're gonna be able to stop the run. How rusty they're gonna be. Hopefully, we're ready for them. I think we're gonna win the game, Eddie. Like, I don't think it's gonna be by a lot. I got the Broncos winning 24, I'm sorry, 27-24.
Yeah, when I initially saw this game, and I'm still of the mindset that Mahomes ain't gonna play Week 1. I don't see it happening. I think the Chiefs would be insane. We talked about this before we went live, Mohammed. I think this would be downright silly or stupid on the Chiefs' part to let him start Week 1. He tore his ACL in Week 15, December last year. Doctors have said it takes a full year, a full 12 months for that to fully heal. And even after it's fully healed, it still takes like another year for that player to be back to the player he was before he tore it. So it's like a 2-year process where you're actually recovering from the injury and the player getting back and actually fully trusting that knee again to be able to play on it, or trust it in general. Run, do whatever he needs to do. So either way, we don't know yet if Mahomes is going to start Week 1. I think it would be ridiculous, and I'm not saying this because I'm scared. Because even if Mahomes does start Week 1, he's going to be rusty. He's not going to be practicing in training camp or OTAs or preseason, most likely. He might get a little something in preseason, but it's not going to be very much. He's going to be rusty. And again, like I said before we went live, Mohammed, I guarantee you, right now, Andy Reid is pounding it to Patrick Mahomes' head. If you play Week 1, do not run, because you're only, what is that, 9 months, 9, 10 months removed from that tear. Like, Mahomes ain't gonna probably want to run anyway because he's probably not gonna trust it. And honestly, I don't blame him. But either way, Mahomes plays or he doesn't play. If he plays, rusty as hell. If he doesn't play, then I think we're playing Justin Fields at that point. And really, we've taken down Justin Fields like every single time we played him in the past 3 years. So I ain't worried about Justin Fields. Um, so with all that said, I know the game's in Arrowhead, and honestly, the Chiefs have two rookie corners. They do have Kenneth Walker. You're right about that, Mohammed. They will probably that's going to probably be their game plan week one. Hell, I would say probably for that first month of the regular season, their game plan, you know, to protect Patrick Mahomes if they do play him is going to be run the ball with Kenneth Walker. That's why they went out to get him was the run the ball. We got a comment here from Ernie. He says, "Go Broncos country, only hello there." What's up, Ernie? Thank you for being here tonight, man. Really appreciate it. If you could like on this video, also subscribe if you could, please. Really appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I'm not worried about the Chiefs. I think we're gonna beat them. I don't care if it's an Arrowhead. I really don't. This ain't the Chiefs from even just 2 years ago that made the Super Bowl. This is not that same Chiefs team.
No, it's not.
This Broncos team, like again, the only thing we lost this offseason was literally John Franklin Myers. Now a lot of people maybe say Dre Greenlaw, but honestly, he was injured for more than half the season last year, so he really did. I mean, is he really going to be missed? I would say no. So you lose John Franklin Myers, that might be a little bit of an issue. But you drafted well. You brought back a lot of your guys on the defensive line, and you brought in Jalen Waddle. It's gonna be so much fun watching this game, dude. I know Bo Nix is coming off an injury, but it was a broken ankle. All the reports, like I don't even understand why people are freaking out about Bo Nix. He's gonna be ready. I think mandatory minicamp and OTA start next month in June. They've said that he's going to be ready to go by the time the season comes around. He's actually going to be practicing. He'll be doing OTAs, mini camp, training camp, preseason. Bo Nix is going to be doing all that, so he'll be ready to go. Imagine Bo Nix gets back with Jalen Waddle and the Chiefs got two rookie corners. Woo! Jalen Waddle out there going to be torching these young kids.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
That's going to be a real great hello wake up to the NFL, a hello and introduce to the NFL for these young guys. But we got one here from Gary. He says, Broncos country, number one, best team. Hell yeah, they are, man. I appreciate your
Thanks,
comment.
Gary.
Like this video and also subscribe. Uh, but anyway, my pick for this game is, of course, the Broncos. I'm not betting against my boys, not in this game, because regardless of Patrick Mahomes plays or not, like I said, I'm going to go with it being the first game of the season in Arrowhead. Bo Nix coming off his injury, I think he'll be 100% ready to go. I'm going to have this more of a low scoring game because even Patrick Mahomes plays, I don't think the Chiefs are going to score that much. I'm going to say 23-17, Denver.
Okay.
So that's my guess. Um, that's where I'm going. So right now we both got the Broncos sitting at 1-0 right now, Mohamed. Let's go. And I will say this: you were right about that, though, Mohamed. The one thing you said, the first 6 games of this season, brutal. But
Yeah.
this is the hardest part of our schedule. Once we get past these 6 games,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I mean, you got the Chiefs game later in the year, and then the only other hard team you really have the rest of the year, I would say, is the Buffalo Bills. But anyway, let's move on to week two. Week two in Denver, our first home game, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, we lost 3 games last year. The only home loss we had in the regular season last year, and one of our 3 losses in the regular season, came at the hands of the Jaguars. They lost a lot of pieces this year. So, what's your take, Mohammed? What do you think about this game, and what do you think, or who do you think wins this game?
Well, Eddie, it's I know the Broncos going to be ready because remember they beat us last game, last time we played, right? It was a couple of weeks before before the playoffs. I don't think we were ready for them. They got the best of us. It's not going to happen this time. Um, you know, so especially them coming to Denver. We're playing at home, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're at home.
Yeah, so it's a home game. So yeah, definitely. I don't. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of the Jaguars. They're pretty good, but you're coming to our house. You're coming to our house. You beat us last season. It's not gonna happen again. I see the Broncos beating them 31-20.
31-20. Yeah. So for me, Jaguars, they did come into Denver last year and they beat us in Denver. I was at that game. I was
I remember.
so
Yeah.
disappointed. But anyway, my thing is the Jaguars lost some pieces, especially their best running back. They lost ETM. He went to the Saints this offseason. And I mean, they still they lost. I think they lost a pass rusher, and they really got to rebuild their secondary. I think the Broncos are going to be ready. And honestly, I think the Broncos last year in that week or that game against the Jags, they were just they were riding high. They were coming off what was it, Mohamed, like an 11-game win streak at that point,
Yeah, yeah,
or 12-game win streak.
something like that. Yeah,
Like they were due for a loss. Like even the best teams are going to have a loss. They're going to win so much, and then they're going to be like, you know what? It's kind of like they take it easy a little bit on a game and they lose it. So I think you're right. I don't think that happens this year. I think the Broncos do take down the Jaguars. Payback for last year's game because honestly, I don't know. I think the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence doesn't really scare me. It was more of their run game is what killed us last year.
yeah.
And now that ETM's not there, I don't know who their starting running back is. Do you?
No,
I don't even know what his name is. If anybody in the comments can let us know what the Jaguars starting running back is, let us know. We got one here from Patrick. He says Vaughn or no Vaughn. Aloha. But let me get to my Jaguars prediction. I got the Jaguars losing. Sorry, I got the Broncos winning this game. This one's going to be a little bit higher of a scoring game. I'm going to say 30-27. 30-27.
okay.
Broncos. Um, but let's see. Patrick here. Vaughn or no Vaughn? Yeah, I don't know. Did you see that, Mohammed, over the week? Vaughn, putting all these, taking pictures of himself in Broncos old uniforms. Like this guy has been begging to come back for like the past year.
And really, he shouldn't, Eddie. That's ridiculous, man. I mean, just he's not gonna ask for a lot of money. Just bring him in. He doesn't have to really play a lot. Just bring him in. You know,
He's
he
gonna be a rotational player regardless. Like
exactly. I mean, mentor. He could help the players, and just be in a locker room. And I don't really see why the Broncos would be opposed to it. You know,
well, Nick Benito was big in it. He's like, yeah, bring him back. He could
exactly.
teach the young bucks a lot of stuff. And honestly, imagine, oh my God, that'd be a Cinderella story for the Broncos. They signed Vaughn to like a 1 year, say $3 million deal. Because I don't think Vaughn's going to take that much to get back here. And the Broncos go on a run. They win the Super Bowl this year. And Vaughn gets his third ring, second one with the Broncos, and retires and rides off into
Oh,
the sun.
yeah. I really like that, Eddie. That's gonna be
Um,
beautiful.
I wish the Broncos would do it, but I don't think they will. Honestly, I don't know why. They moved Jonah Ellis to inside linebacker. We talked about this
Mhm.
a few weeks ago. They still got Q Robinson. They got DeAndre Tillman, Nick Benito, Jonathan Cooper. But honestly, I wish they'd bring him in just to be a rotational guy. He doesn't
Exactly.
even have to play like a half a game, dude. You bring him in and let him play like 3 or 4 snaps
Exactly.
a
It's the
game. I don't
you're
care.
getting the leadership, Eddie. Like he's
Yeah,
older now, so he's not gonna give us a lot of production. But I mean, bring him in for the leadership. He wants to. He's probably gonna retire Bronco anyway. Might as well just do it.
yeah.
Let him play
That
a
way he
year
can
and
come in,
yeah,
even at the Broncos. It's not saying the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl, which it's possible the Broncos could. But even if they don't this year, he can retire right off into the sunset. Play one
yeah.
more year in the NFL, got to come back, play one more year with the Broncos, and leave. He's what?
Exactly.
I think he's like 36 now or something. He's up
Yeah.
there. So, but this is my message to the Broncos front office and Sean Payton: bring Von Miller back for a year, please.
Yes,
So,
please.
but next up, we got let's see, we got the Los Angeles Rams in Denver, Week 3. Mohammed, what are your thoughts and score prediction?
Is it the Steelers? Or do I have it wrong?
No,
Why don't?
it's Week 3 is the Rams in Denver. The Steelers ain't until like Week 12.
What the heck? Okay, I got things screwed up over here. Hmm.
So, but yeah, you got the Rams Week 3. This is probably Matthew Stafford's last hurrah. But what are your thoughts on this,
Yes.
Mohammed?
That's gonna be a tough game, Eddie. Honestly, it could go either way. They're a good team. I'm not gonna say the Broncos gonna win. If they actually end up winning, it's going to be like on the fourth quarter. It's going to be decided in the end. Not going to be an easy game for the Broncos. I'll say it's going to be a low scoring game. I'll say it's going to be 2017 Broncos, but it could easily be flipped too.
Uh, well, with I mean, they literally brought everybody back. Did they? Who was the big free agent they brought in this year? I can't remember. Wasn't there one they brought in?
Let me
Oh,
think.
Trip McDuffie. They traded for him. He wasn't a free agent. They traded for him, and because they didn't really help the team much in the draft in the first round because they didn't get like a player to help them. Now they got what's his name? That quarterback. What was his name? They drafted. Oh crap! I
Oh,
forgot.
yeah. Crap. Now I
I'm
can't
blanking
remember
on it.
his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Ty Simpson.
Tyson. So there you go.
They brought in Ty Simpson. That's not really a move in the first round to help you now, even though the Rams are in that Super Bowl window. They're trying to win it because everybody's predicting this is Matthew Stafford's last year in the NFL. So this game is going to be tough. I know it's in Denver. It's going to be really hard. You know the Rams are going to be fighting tooth and freaking nail to win this game. Um, and I didn't really look at the Rams schedule, but my thought is since like I think this is going to be the one game where we start off 2-0. We beat our division rival. We beat the Jags who we lost to last year. I think we drop the game here to the Rams. I think we lose 24 to 21. 24 Rams, 21 Denver. I think we drop this game to the Rams because I think they're going all in all. And honestly, they're everybody's picking the Rams. Like they're the Super Bowl favorite this year, the Los Angeles Rams. So and maybe we lose to them here at home. Maybe we got a rematch in the Super Bowl.
Oh man, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
So, but yeah, I got the Rams winning that. So right now, you got the Broncos sitting at 3-0. I got the Broncos sitting at 2-1 right now after week 3. So week 4, we got the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco. What are your thoughts, Mohamed?
Um, it's actually interesting, Eddie, with the 49ers. No matter how many injuries they have, their coaching is really good, right? So with Shanahan and just the organization in general, they're really good. They always get decimated by injuries, and I'm not wishing that on them, but I wouldn't be surprised by week 4 if they have 2 or 3 injuries already. But not really not really a team. Even though we're playing there, I'm not really kind of scared, I would say, of the 49ers. They do match up pretty well. But at the end of the day, I think the Broncos gonna win it, Eddie. Um, as far as the score, I would say Broncos probably scare about, I mean, sorry, score about 30 points. So I'll say Broncos 30, 49ers 17.
Well, before I give my prediction on that, I'm going to list the next 4 games off, okay, real quick. You got the 49ers in San Francisco. Then you got the Chargers in Los Angeles. And honestly, they're probably not even going to, that week, they're probably not even going to leave California. They're probably just going to stay out there
Might
because
as
you're going to
well.
be playing in San Francisco, and then you got to go a couple hundred miles south to play the Chargers. So they're
Exactly.
probably going to come home. Then after that, they come home and they play the Seahawks at home. And then, based on this, they go back on the road to play the Arizona Cardinals. So that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 game stretch is going to be a pain in the ass. They're literally going to be on in California for 2 weeks, then come home for a week, then go back out on the road to Arizona. It's going to be a tough stretch, man. It really is.
Yep.
But getting into the 49ers, we got one here from Paul. He says, "What's up? What's up, Paul? Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe to this video, man." Um, the 49ers, like, man, this one's hard because it's like, what are they going to look like? I mean, I know it's only week 4, but for God's sake, I feel bad for the freaking 49ers. I
Yeah.
really do, dude. Every year they're like just getting injured after injured after injured. Like last year, like more than half their team was on IR. And I
Yeah.
think, like, what was it? Was it 24 or 23? Half their team was on IR.
Honestly, it's Eddie. I don't even think Shanahan is going to win a Super Bowl with the 49ers.
No.
Seriously, like how many times that they won twice, right? Couldn't do it
Yeah, they went twice,
twice.
and both times they lost against the Chiefs.
Yep. So
Um, but thanks, 49ers. You gave the Chiefs two Super Bowls. You couldn't just pull off one.
exactly.
But anyway, this game's hard for me because it's just like I do agree with you, Mohamed. Even if half the team's injured, Kyle Shanahan's still really, really good at
Mhm.
getting the best out of his players. I just don't think like Denver's one of the best defenses in the league. I just don't know if that offensive line is going to be able to handle this. So, but at the same time, it's like if they're healthy, dude, it's going to be a hard game. It really is. Um, but if I had to guess right now, I'm going to say the Broncos lose this game. I feel like they're going to be out there. They just had a hard they're going to have that's their two hardest games in my opinion. The first stretch of the season is the Rams and the 49ers. You know they're both really good teams. Like you said, even Shanahan, like whenever he's not, even if his team's like hurt, most of them are hurt, he can still win games. He's still this team's still really
Yeah,
good. And the Rams, like I said, they're going all out this year. Matthew Stafford, dude, he's trying to win his a ring before he retires again.
that's it. Yeah,
So I think those two games are going to be L's, Rams and the 49ers. I think we lose both of them. And the good thing about this is the two losses I have so far for the Broncos are NFC teams. So at the end of the season, this is not going, other than just a loss itself, this is not going to affect your seeding in the AFC. So, but I got the Broncos losing that game. I'm going to say it's kind of hard to predict the score because, like I said, you don't know if the 49ers are going to be all healthy or they're going to be riddled with injuries by that point. I know it's only week 4, but with their luck over the last couple of years, I have no idea. But I'm going to go ahead and shoot for 27-21 San Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay.
So right now, you got the Broncos sitting at 4-0. I got them sitting at 2-2
Two and
after
two.
4. So next up, like I said, we stay out in California because we got the Los Angeles Chargers in Los Angeles. Mohammed, what are your thoughts on this game? What's your score prediction?
I don't know, Eddie. I honestly think the Chargers are gonna be better than what we think they are. They're gonna be better than what a lot of people think. They got a new OC. McDaniel's gonna be you know, helping them a lot. So I honestly see the Broncos dropping their, they're gonna lose this game. I can see them losing. This is gonna be their first loss against the Chargers. As far as the record, I see the Chargers winning 28, 20. Oh, let's say 28. Broncos 21. First loss.
Okay, so you got them sitting at what is it, 4-1 right now?
For
Okay.
one.
Well, this game, I don't know, man. I don't know about the Chargers. I really don't. Like, I know they're getting their tackles back this year, so they're going to be better than what they were last year. But their defense is getting older. Who they draft in the first round this year? Do you remember, Mohammed? Who they drafted?
Um, I don't remember, Eddie. Was it
Was it another
Is it
offensive lineman?
defense? Either that, it might be like either O line or some kind of defensive player. I think D
Graham,
line or something.
Graham, let us know in the comments. Who did the Chargers draft in the first round this year? I can't remember. I want to say it was an offensive lineman, but that doesn't sound right. Because Jim Harbaugh, he loves his offensive linemen, but their offensive line, even though they're going to get their starting tackles back, their center really wasn't that great. They still don't have a great tight end. Um, what is that? Akeem Mesidor, edge. So they drafted a pass rusher in the first round. So I'm assuming that's probably going to be their Khalil Mack replacement because Khalil Mack's like 35, 36. He's up there in age. Um, oh, yeah, that's right. Chargers, they also got Njoku. Jags and Chargers match up well versus our guards. So, okay, thank you, Graham. Or Paul. I didn't see that. Njoku. They did sign David Njoku. Um, so this is probably gonna be a difficult game, honestly. And if I had to pick right now, man, I was going back and forth. I was really wanting to put this as a win, but the Chargers, I know the Chargers are going to charge it. Like they're never going to win crap. I don't really care what anybody says. They might beat us this season, which I'm picking them right here to beat the Broncos in what is that, week 5?
Hmm.
But they're not winning this. They'll never win the Super Bowl. Justin Herbert, unless he goes to a different team, he's not going to win the Super Bowl. But I
I
got the
agree.
Broncos. I got the Broncos losing this game 20-27. I'm sorry, not 20. I don't know why I said 27. 20-17 Chargers. So right now
Chargers. Okay.
you got the Broncos at 4-1. I got them at 3-2 right now. I'm sorry, 2-3. God,
Two and three.
I'm out of it today, man. I'm just really tired. Let's see. Paul in here again. He says, "Oh, I thought they got a guard too." I'm not sure. Like I have to go back. I don't really pay much attention. Chargers, Jack Slaughter, center round 2. So they got a center in round 2. So they did upgrade their center. So they got a lot of their pieces. Um, let's see. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks in Denver. Mohamed, what are your thoughts to this game?
I mean, that's the reigning Super Bowl champion right there, Eddie. They did lose a lot of pieces. They did lose a lot of pieces, Eddie. Well, a couple of pieces, I guess, in free agency. Just when you win the Super Bowl, that usually happens. It's gonna be a really tough game, Eddie, because we're playing over there. It's not like they're playing in Denver.
No, they're
I
playing in Denver.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
that's
Yeah, it's got
Thursday night football.
Eddie. The notes that I took, I don't know what's going on, but it's all jacked up. But anyway, the Seahawks, it's gonna be tough, Eddie. It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be decided on the fourth quarter. I honestly think we're gonna drop a loss right here, Eddie, to the Seahawks. 25-20 Seahawks.
So you got the Broncos sitting at 4-2 right now.
Mm.
Um, by the way, my apologies, guys. I think you got 4 primetime games this year. You got Chiefs Monday night, Rams Sunday night, Seahawks Thursday night, and I think is Christmas or Black Friday. Are those considered uh, primetime
Prime.
games? I think
I
Christmas
think
is.
so. Yeah.
Christmas is considered primetime. So that's 4, and then if you count Black Friday as primetime, that's 5 primetime games the Broncos have this year. So, but getting back to the Seahawks, um, the Seahawks, you're right. They lost a lot of pieces. They lost their star running back, their MVP running back of the Super Bowl. They lost a pass rusher. I think they lost another defense, and they lost a corner. I think they lost 2 defensive line guys. They lost a corner, and honestly, to be 100% honest, is that I don't trust Sam Darnold. Yeah, he won the Super Bowl, but it wasn't because of him they won. It's because of that defense in the run game is the reason they won that Super Bowl. Reason why Kenneth Walker won, you know, MVP of the Super Bowl. But anyway, with that said, I know the last 3 times, or at least the past 2 times we played the Seahawks, we lost, but we played them week 1 in Denver. I'm sorry, in Seattle. The first time we played them in Seattle week 1, it was when Russ came to Denver and played his old team, and I just think they wanted it more because 1, Russ was bad in that game, and 2, they wanted to beat Russ. And then the second time we played him in Seattle was when Bo Nix. It was Bo Nix's first game in the NFL. So with that said, this game is in Denver, and with all the stuff or all the players I lost this year, I'm going to say this: what did the Broncos do last year, Mohamed? Who'd they beat last year?
I mean, they beat all these good teams, didn't they? They beat
They
the
beat
Eagles.
they beat the defending Super Bowl champions who were
Hmm.
undefeated in the Eagles' house. They beat them.
They did.
Seattle, you're getting cooked in
They
week.
sure did.
Seattle, you're getting cooked in week 6. I got the Broncos winning this game, and I don't even think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be 30 to like 14. The
Wow.
Broncos
Okay.
have a lot. The Broncos have a lot of anger, frustration to get out. They beat us in the Super Bowl. They destroyed us in the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 48. They beat us the last two times we played them. Um, and they gave us the Russell Wilson of it all, knowing that they sold us a lemon. So I think the Broncos are going to be pissed. I think they're going to be hungry, and Seattle is not going to stand a chance here in Denver. So I got the Broncos winning that 30-14. I got them kicking the living shit out of the Seahawks. So I'm going to say, yeah, that's the way that's going to go. So right now, you got the Broncos at 4-2. I got them at 3-3. Before we move on, Mohamed, geez, a lot of comments popped up while we were in here or talking. We got one here from Paul that says we could really scare the NFL if we win 5 out of 6 of those games. I think we're going to win 3. Muhammad thinks we're going to win 4. That's the hardest part of our schedule, Paul. So I don't think we're going to win 5 games out of that. I sure as hell don't think we're going to go undefeated in that stretch. Um, Paul also here, he's like, yes, both Fridays. So I'm assuming he's saying that, yeah, the Black Friday game is a primetime game.
Mhm.
So we have 5 primetime games this year. I think the Chiefs have 6, which is funny because they sucked last year. Um, let's see. We got another one here from Paul. Plus one flexes late in the year. We will have 6 primetime games, which Sean loves. Maybe. I mean, I don't know who else that would flex in the prime time in that situation because, like, all the good teams, most of the good teams we play, all of our primetime games are against good teams. The only other team I could think of maybe would be the Patriots in week 17. They might flex in the prime time. I mean, it hasn't been determined yet. They haven't picked the day for that one, but that's the only one I can think of. And I mean, that's if the Patriots are still in the playoffs. Like they might not even make it. They might. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. That could be a game they flex in. Um, let's see what else we got here. Bills on Christmas. Paul says, yeah, that's a primetime game because that was last year when we played the Chiefs on Christmas. It was a primetime game. There's 3 games on Christmas, by the way. I can't remember
That's
all the
crazy.
games. And there's like 5 games on Thanksgiving this year. And I think the Chiefs
See, it
play the
used to be
Lions.
way less, right, Eddie? They changed for sure.
No, in the past on Thanksgiving they would have 3 games. They'd have one in the
Okay.
morning, one at like mid afternoon, and one in the evening.
At night, yeah.
Let's see. Paul in here again is like, yeah, Bill is on Christmas. Well, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we got as of right now, we basically have 5 primetime games, Mohammed. So I'm excited. I can't wait. We finally earned those primetime spots. It's not like it was in 2022 when they gave us all these primetime games. So we got Russ, and then they had to take us all prime times. We were so bad.
Embarrassing, yeah. Oh God, let's not even. God, man.
So, but the next game we have is Week 7. We have the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Mohammed, what are your thoughts on this game? And what is your score prediction?
I honestly think the Cardinals are horrible, Eddie. They don't even have a quarterback. I mean, the one they had was he is what he is. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about him. He's very talented. I think, just need to be in the right system. But they're terrible. They need a quarterback. I think the Broncos gonna have a party against the Cardinals. Honestly, I could see the Broncos scoring what 35 points, if not more, and the Cardinals. Come on, I'll give them 17 points. So I'll say Broncos 35, Cardinals 17.
If you're doing that to the Cardinals, I can only imagine what you're going to do to a game later in the year. We're going to be playing a team worse than the Cardinals. Honestly, if you want to say we got 2 teams after the Cardinals that are worse than the Cardinals we play later in the year, but we'll get to that. Anyway, let's see. The Cardinals, I think their starting quarterback this year, I think they took a quarterback in the draft, but he's not like a starter type. Like he's not
Yeah.
going to be starting. I don't think this year. Was it Brissett, Minshew? Okay, yeah. Graham just said they got Brissett, they got Minshew, who's also coming off an ACL tear, by the way, and they drafted Carson Beck. I think Brissett's going to most likely be the starter, probably week, what is that, 7? It's probably going to be Brissett. He's probably going to be the starter the whole year. Minshew will be the backup. Carson Beck's going to be like the third string, probably learning behind both these guys. That's my guess. So, Mohammed, I'm right there with you, man. I think we killed the Cardinals. I know it's in Arizona, but we're going to freaking destroy them.
Yeah.
Like if this was in Denver, this would probably be like the Miami Denver game from 2023 if it was in
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah.
But with that said, I'm gonna go 35-10, Denver.
Okay.
We're gonna kill these guys.
Yeah.
Uh, Brissett's not even gonna be able to know what the hell hit him. I said that, and Graham's like 70-20. Oh God!
Oh God, that'd be nice.
But
That would
yeah.
be
So
nice.
I got the Broncos winning that game. So what you got? You got them what 5-2 right now, Mohamed? I think yeah, 5-2.
Talking to,
I got
yes.
them at 4-3 right now.
Okay. Close.
So next
You
up,
know, Eddie. If the Broncos could just go 4-2 in the first 6 weeks, I think that's a big win for us. Honestly.
yeah, I got them going in the first 6 weeks. I got them going 3-3 because if you look at the schedule, Mohamed, like if the Broncos don't lose some of those games in the first like 6 games of the year, dude, like they're probably not going to lose a whole lot the rest of the year.
Nope. Nope. It'd be good. Yeah.
So I have to put this out there. Like I think the Broncos are going to lose some of these games the first 6 weeks of the season
Yeah.
because there's only a few games at the end of the year that I can see the Broncos actually losing. I don't think they're going to lose them though, but we'll find out. Anyway, week 8, the week that I'm going to this year, I am going to the Broncos Chiefs game because I've been dying to go to one. My wife's been wanting to go to one too. So, but we got the Kansas City Chiefs in Denver, week 8. Now, if Mahomes doesn't play week 1, he will probably for sure be playing by week 8. Especially if the talk's going on now is like he's going to start week 1. Just if he doesn't start week 1, for sure he'll be. If that's the talking point now, he'll probably sure be ready to go week 8. But Mohammed, what are your thoughts and what is your prediction for this game?
So yeah, I mean, going by what you said, Eddie, like I think the same thing. I doubt he's gonna play week 1. Maybe it's probable, but he should be back by then. That's gonna make it a little bit difficult for the Broncos. You know, they play us hard. We play them hard too. But they're coming to our house. It's gonna be close. I think, Eddie. I got the Broncos winning 24, Chiefs 20.
Okay. So right now you got them at 6-2.
Listen to
Um, Broncos Chiefs in Denver. This is a 4:30 or 2:20 or 2:25 Mountain Time, 4:30 Eastern Time. Um, Mahomes will probably be back, but honestly, the Chiefs just don't scare me anymore. They're not that big bad boogeyman. They're not. Mahomes, like even if he is back by then, he's already had a few games under his belt. He's again, I don't think he's going to trust that leg this entire season. He's not going to run much. If he might be running by this point, maybe a little, but he's still not going to be running enough. I dude, I'm sorry. I the Chiefs do not scare me. The Broncos are going to beat them at home again this year. The Broncos are going to sweep the Chiefs this year. I got money on this. The Broncos are going to sweep the Chiefs. I got this game. Mahomes being back, probably have a little bit of playing time under his belt. I'm going to go 27-24 Denver.
I think that's
I
fair.
think
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be. The Broncos beat them. They sweep the Chiefs again this year, and these two games to me are really going to keep the Chiefs from winning the division. If the Broncos can sweep the Chiefs again this year, they're not going to win the division. They won't. They might make the playoffs if Mahomes comes back and plays well, but if the Broncos sweep them, they're definitely not winning the division at all. It's not going to happen. So, but right now you got them at 6-2. I got them at 5-3. So next up, week 9, we are at the Carolina Panthers. Mohammed, what are your thoughts and score prediction on this game?
I mean, Eddie, honestly, the Panthers, I was kind of impressed with them, especially towards the end of the year last season. You know, they almost beat the Rams. You know, it was a
They
pretty
did beat the
close.
Rams.
Hmm?
They did.
No, on the
Oh, the playoffs. In the playoffs.
playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah. I know in the beginning of the year they did, but they were really impressive. I think they take a step back, especially when they play the Broncos, right? I'm not scared of them at all. I could see the Broncos. I'll say 27-20 Broncos.
Okay. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to think about the Panthers. I mean, yeah, they did beat the Rams last year. They fought them hard in the playoffs. I just I don't know, man. I don't. The Panthers are like a team. We were kind of like, well, they were good last year, but then the years prior they were fucking terrible. It's like you don't really know what to think of them.
Yeah,
Um, as far as I can tell, the Broncos are going to win this game. Like over the past 10 years, every single time we played the Panthers, we beat them. So ever since Super Bowl 50, we always beat the Panthers. But I'm going to go ahead and say 28-17 Denver. So you got them at what, 7-2 right now, Mohamed?
7-2. Yeah,
And I got them at, you got them 7-2. I got them at 6-3. So, but we got a few comments here. We got one here from Paul. He's like, I hope we beat the pants off the Chargers, Chiefs, Dolphins, and Jags. Really could use our revenge tour.
that'd be
Um,
nice.
yeah, that would be nice. Well, I already said I already got a sweep in the Chiefs. I got us losing the first game to the Chargers. We'll have to find out what I think about the last game against the Chargers. Dolphins. We'll talk about Jags. We already went over. I got us beating them. So we'll get our revenge on the Jags from last year, and we're getting our revenge on the Chiefs. We sweep them again this year. That'd be great. Even Arizona, we can't underestimate. I'm not scared of Arizona. I really am. Ain't. Like they're not good. It's not about underestimating. It's about the facts that they can't do crap. So and going against this defense, I'm sorry, Jacoby Brissett. I know he's better than Kyler Murray, but he ain't gonna stand against his defense. I'm telling you that right now. So, and then week 10, Mohamed, we have the bye. So we got the bye at the perfect time. About, you play 9 weeks, you get a bye, and then you got, what is it, 8 more weeks after that. So you play more, you play more of your games. You play the majority of your games, at the, before the bye. And then after the bye, you only got 8 games. Let's see. 1-0 on the bye. Nice, Graham. Uh, then coming out of the bye, Uh, we got somebody that Muhammad really really hates, kind of like I do
Um,
with the Chiefs.
with a passion.
We face the Las Vegas Raiders in Denver, week 10. I'm sorry, week 11. Muhammad, what are your thoughts and score prediction on this game?
Um, well, Eddie, you know how much I hate the Raiders. But
As much
I
as I hate
honestly
the
think,
Chiefs,
yeah, I think they have a lot of talent in their team. They added a lot of pieces. They made some moves during free agency on the draft. They got Cousins. I don't know by week 11. By week 11 if he's going to be the quarterback or they'll have Mendoza start. Um, I don't think it's going to be as easy as we think. I do think the Broncos going to end up winning. I could see the Broncos beating them 24-17, 24-17 Broncos.
yeah, the Raiders. I hate to say it, the Raiders got better this offseason. They drafted
Mhm.
most likely their franchise guy. Like I'm not going to sit here and say it is because we got to see Mendoza play first. I got to see him play before I can go that far. I'm not going to be, oh, they drafted him first overall. He's the franchise guy. He's a say. I can't say that about any quarterback. I have to see them play first. So they got possibly the franchise QB. They brought in a veteran to help their young QB out, so that's really good. They still got Genty, they still got Bowers. They upgraded their offensive line a bit. They brought in a good center. They upgraded their defense. They brought in. They still got Max Crosby. I mean, he could still possibly be traded before the season starts. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And then they brought in, I think it was two linebackers that were really good. I think N'Kobe Dean, and I can't remember who the other one was. Um, but even still with that, I think the Raiders are still about a year, maybe two away from actually being competitive. They got to rebuild that defensive line. Their secondary seems to be rebuilt. Their offensive line still needs more pieces. They need to add more weapons. I mean, they got Genty and Bowers, but they need a receiver. They need somebody. So I'm going to say that the Broncos win this game 24 14. The Broncos win this game. So right now, what do you got the Broncos at, Mohamed?
Um, I don't think eight. Got them winning 8 games. Eight. No, it's yeah, 8-2. Yeah, 8-2. because we have the
Okay,
bye week. Eight and
yeah,
two.
8-2. I got them at, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I got them at 7-3 right now.
Seven and three.
So next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, or Denver at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we get into that, we got a few in here. Let's see. We got Paul in here. He says we got the Chief games early and the Raider games late. That's good. It's good to have the worst team at the end of the year and having the harder team at the beginning of the year. That way you can get those games out of the way, win them, get them done.
Mhm. Yeah.
Another one here from Paul. The buy is perfectly placed. What say you? I like
Yeah.
it. I like when the buy is placed. Like I said, you got 9 games before the buy and then 8 games after the buy. So you got more games before the buy. Then you get rest and you got to finish out the season. So I like it. I like the buy where it's at. But next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh on Black Friday. We just saw, I think the news just broke today, Mohamed, that Aaron Rodgers did finally come back, signed a 1 year deal. I think it was like $22 million. But what are your thoughts and score prediction on this game?
Ooh, Eddie, Aaron, I'm terrified. No, I'm not. He's gonna be a statue. He's just gonna be back there, ready to get sacked. He can't move as much as he used to. He can't. Very talented. He can throw the ball. I give him that, but I think the Broncos defense is gonna harass him all night. He's gonna get sacked 3 4 times. He's gonna be running for his life. I don't think it's gonna be an easy game for the Steelers at all. At all, even though we're playing over there. I could see the Broncos beating them 23. uh, Steelers, I'll say 13. So Broncos 23, Steelers 13.
Okay. And that's good. So that's a good score prediction. What happened last time we played Aaron Rodgers? We didn't kill him, but we did beat him 10-9 when he was with the Jets in 2024.
Yeah,
So, but the Steelers, they're under new coach. They got a new coach. Their defense is getting older, and honestly, their defense was not good last year. And their defense is what's Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what the Pittsburgh Steelers are, is defense.
identity. Yeah, their
Yeah,
identities. Yeah.
defense last year was not good. It's getting older, and our defense is young, hungry, and Aaron Rodgers. You might just want to check this game off your list and just not play. Um, but if the Steelers Black Friday in Pittsburgh, I'm not really scared of the Steelers, honestly. And I don't. Can I just say one thing before I give my score prediction here, Mohamed? I hate the fact that the NFL is doing this crap. Games on Friday, games on Wednesday, games on Tuesday. Like, can we just stop? Can we just have our football on Saturday, Mondays, and Thursdays? Even
Yeah.
Thursdays. A few years ago, players were complaining like that's not enough time between Sunday to Thursday to heal up. Some teams they'll play on a Sunday, and then they got to turn around, and fly or whatever, and get ready for a game on Thursday. Like then you got games on freaking Black Friday, Christmas. What days Christmas even fall on this year? I don't even know what day it falls on. Is it like a Wednesday or Tuesday or something?
Yeah. But you know what, Eddie? Not just that. They have a lot of international games now too. They're trying to
Oh
go
yeah.
abroad, so it's going to be more and more. So it's going to be hard on the teams. I don't know how that's going to happen.
I think there's 9 international games this year if I remember
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to the Steelers Broncos game, I got the Broncos winning this one. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a massacre, but I'm gonna say 23-14. I think we beat the Steelers handily because oh shoot, give me a second, Mohammed.
Okay.
All right, how's that sound, Graham? I can't really tell. But moving on, the very next week, and this is one of the games I was mentioning earlier, Mohammed, where I think that it might be a massacre. Uh, we got the Miami Dolphins in Denver. What are your thoughts and score prediction for this game?
Let me ask you a question, Eddie. Who's their quarterback?
Malik Willis.
Yeah, I'm terrified. Um, I mean, Eddie, like seriously, this is gonna be a revenge, because of what they did to us what a couple of years ago, and what that was. I don't even want to think about that, but they're coming to Denver. I don't really. I'm not. They don't. They fired the coach. They got a new coach. They don't have the quarterback. It's just
They have no superstar. Well, no, they got one, Devon Achane on that team. That's it. That's the only superstar they have.
yeah, and I think they're really tanking anyway, Eddie. I don't know what their score is gonna be by that point, but I'm not scared. I think the Broncos gonna have a field day. Um, Another game where the Broncos score over 30. I'll say Broncos 33, Dolphins 10.
Well, I'm gonna go. What I got to say here, Mohammed, is that
Don't say
oh,
70, Eddie.
uh, give me a second.
Okay. Take your
The
time.
fact that the Dolphins literally have nobody. They literally got rid. They got rid of dude. They have taken the largest dead cap hit in NFL history. The Broncos had that after the 23 season with the Russell Wilson thing. The Dolphins just triumphed that. What was the Broncos dead cap after the Russell Wilson thing? 85 million,
Yep.
which was never seen before in the NFL. The biggest dead cap hit before that, I think, was Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers from the Packers and from the Falcons. It was like 40 something million. Both of their dead caps together didn't even rival the, it didn't even match the Russell. It was still less than the Russell Wilson dead cap. But based on the reports I seen whenever the offseason started and the Miami Dolphins, did all this moving, cut players, trading players, whatever. If I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, Graham, but from what I heard, their dead cap this season is $155 million.
That's insane, Eddie.
They have nobody. Achan is the only one they have. Now, people can say, well, what about Malik Willis? I'm like, dude, nobody knows what he is. He had a few decent games with Green Bay as a backup. But as a full time starter, we have no idea. And that's the other thing, too. What's the one thing we always hear, Muhammad, is that no team, by the halfway point of the season, no team, oh, wow, I was wrong.
Almost
It's only
180.
180 million.
God.
So they literally have guys off the street there.
Yeah.
But what's the one thing teams always say, Mohammed, whenever it comes to midway of the season, about halfway through the season, your team is not fully healthy. Like these guys are going to be starting probably like six string guys by the midway
Mhm.
part of the season.
Yeah.
Guys that are currently at a shopping store working, they're going to have to come in probably and get a game check to play. But so with that said, because it's week 13, bro, this game, and it's in Mile High, so the Dolphins are coming from the lowest point in the country to the highest point in the country. They're not going to be able to breathe. I'm going to say 48-6.
Good God, Eddie.
This
Okay.
game is going to be a massacre. It's not going to be a 70-20 type of game, but honestly, 48-6, that's a lot worse because you at least the Broncos got touchdowns.
Might as well go ahead and make it a 50 burger, Eddie.
Fine, I'll throw 50 on there. 50 to fucking
Mhm.
6. Like the
Mhm.
Dolphins have nobody and they're probably not going to be healthy by this time. Now, you could say the Denver Broncos probably ain't going to be healthy, but again, even the Broncos backups right now are better than the Dolphins current starters.
That's crazy.
So, this game is going to be a freaking bloodbath. And like I said, with all that stuff I said about the players, the Dolphins going from the lowest point in the country at altitude, like the lowest point in the country, Miami, coming to the highest point that late in the season when it's cold and they're the Dolphins and they don't play well in cold. And the fact that Sean Payton, I can guarantee you, Sean Payton, he's probably got this game circled on his calendar. Like they're a horrible team. Our backups are better than their starters. They literally can't play in the cold. This is gonna be in like what? This is in December in Mile High with the altitude. Sean's gonna be like licking his chops. He's like, I'm gonna hang fuck. He's gonna try to hang 70 on these guys. I wouldn't put it past Sean to try to do that. Even though he's not the play caller. It's crap. What's his name?
Davis
Davis
Webb.
Webb. He's probably gonna be telling Davis Webb run every and Jalen Waddle's there too. This is gonna be his revenge game. This
Oh my
game is
god.
critical on the Broncos calendar. I'm telling you right now, it is.
Yeah.
Not because that the Dolphins are some juggernaut team. It's because of all this shit. All the storylines coming out of this game in week 13 are going to be wild. Sean's going to be like, dude, if you can, Davis Webb, try to put up 100 on these guys. And I'm not even saying that as a joke. I'm being dead ass serious. Like, Sean was pissed after that game. You can't tell me he's not circling this game like, don't let them score a single point and we score 70.
Yeah.
Make that game a few years ago look like nothing. So fine, I'll go 50-6. The Denver Broncos. This is going to be the game that is going to be like people are going to be like, wow. The Dolphins need to get regulated to the UFL at that point. So
That'd be a lot of fun.
crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait. Graham posted. He's like the Broncos have the second lowest dead cap hit this season at 3.41 million. After
We made
taking
it.
85 million over the last 2 seasons.
I know. It was brutal.
Thank
It was
God
brutal.
we're over that, by the way. So I got the Broncos winning that game. Let's see. So what is that? That's week 13. What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got the Broncos at 9-3 right now. Let's see. Paul said the Broncos training staff is incredible. Number one in the NFL. Damn right. Better than what it was in 2022 when all of our freaking players were dropping like flies. I mean, but it's still going to happen. There's still going to be players that are going to probably be hurt right around that time. It's just the nature of the game. But again, our backups are better than the Dolphin starters. Paul again, wow. Compared to our dead cap the last 2 years, I consider Troutman's contract dead cap. Yeah, I mean, Troutman's not really making much. I think he's in the last year of his deal too. He didn't resign this year. He wasn't a free agent, I don't think. So Paul also 100 burger on the fish. What? I'm confused. I'm a little confused there. I think the Chargers social media pissed off the Broncos. Yeah, they did. I can't.
It's
It
kind of
was
making
something
me
really,
hungry, Eddie. I don't know what it means neither, but it's kind of making me hungry,
oh,
honestly.
laying 100 on the Dolphins. That's what he meant. Okay. No, as far as the Chargers, I think they were trolling the Broncos in their schedule release video. So yeah, that probably pissed the Broncos off, no doubt. So you got the Broncos sitting at what right now, Mohamed? After week 13, what do you have them sitting at?
Um, eight and week what is it? Week
Week 13.
13. I got them at 10-2, I think.
Okay, 10-2.
10-2. Yeah.
I got them at 8-3 right now. Oh no, I'm sorry, 9-3. I got them at 9-3. Next up, we got the New York Jets in New York. What are your thoughts and score prediction on this game?
I'm not scared at all, Eddie. Um, they're another terrible team to me. I don't think they're going to be as bad as the Dolphins, but I see the Broncos winning. Um, as far as the score, I'll say the Broncos probably beat them by like let's say 23 to 17 Broncos.
Who's their starting quarterback now? Oh, it's Geno Smith. They traded and got Geno Smith back.
That's why I'm scared, Eddie.
I'm not. We beat Geno Smith twice last year.
And
Um,
he every time we played us, remember Eddie, he would fall and he'll have to leave the game. The backup has to come in. He'll be
yep.
like limping on the sideline. I'm like, dude, you're doing too much. Let's go ahead and retire.
Yeah, just retire already.
Exactly. Come on.
But the Jets, they had 2 first-round picks. I can't remember who they drafted, but they don't really need offensive line. They re-signed Brees Hall. They tagged him, re-signed him. They still got Garrett Wilson. They got, I think they got, they drafted a tight end last year. I forgot Taylor Mason. They brought in another tight end. I can't remember who it was, but their defense is still not all that great. I think they drafted defense with their first couple of picks, but it's still not that good. David Bailey, oh yeah, pass rusher, and Sadiq. So they got Sadiq at tight end and Bailey. So they got a good pass rusher. But I don't care. It's the Jets. The Jets are going to jet, just like the Chargers are going to Chargers. So I'm going to go ahead and say with this, and honestly, I'm not going to sit here and give it a big score because every single time we play the Jets, it's low scoring and it's always close. Like we just barely eke out a victory. I'm going to say 13-10 Denver. I don't know why we have such a problem with the Jets. I really don't freaking know why.
Oh
Why
yeah,
it's always a
it was
low
a lot
scoring.
scoring last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last
What
season.
was it
Yeah.
last year? It was 11-12
We
or
barely beat
13
them.
11 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. I
Like
think we beat them
it's
by
gonna be,
by a field goal.
it's gonna be the same thing this year. It's gonna be like 13-10. I don't know why it's always such a low scoring game. We barely eke out a win against the Jets, but we played them for the past 7 years, dude. So I don't know what the hell is going on. But so right now I got the Broncos sitting at 10-3. Right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10-3. Next up, another one of your favorites, Mohammed. We got the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas. What are your thoughts and score predictions on this one?
Well, I honestly think Eddie by this time, I think the Raiders are better. You know, the coach kind of like figured out what's going on with the team, and everybody's playing well for the most part. We're still gonna beat them, but it's not gonna be as it's not gonna be close. Well, I mean, I think it's gonna be close. I meant, I think the Broncos will win 31, Raiders 28. So 31-28 Broncos.
Okay. This game, second game, we play the Raiders right after the bye, week 11, then we play them again week 15. So it's like a 4 week, like a month right there that we wait to play them again. It's almost exactly a month. So I think at this point, I don't know. Like I agree with you. I don't know if Kirk Cousins is still going to be playing. But I would suspect by the time the Broncos play the Raiders this year at all, Mendoza will be the starter. And with this being in Vegas, even with Mendoza probably having some reps under his belt already, again us beating them already, and Clint Kubiak being his first year as head coach, I still don't trust their secondary or their offensive line. And Mendoza being a rookie, he's going to make mistakes all year, like all rookies do it. I mean, you can still grow and still make mistakes. But I think the Broncos win this game. I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I will say 21 to 16. 21-16 is what I got. So right now I got the Broncos sitting at 11-3. Mohammed, what do you got them sitting at?
I think 12-2.
Okay.
12-2, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got them at 11-3. So, all right. We got one in here from Paul again. He said 34-7 Broncos. Zach Crosby does, and Antonio Brown walks off the field. I think you meant Max Crosby, but yeah. So that would be hilarious. If I just he's fed up and like, I was supposed to be in
Like the heck with
Baltimore.
this thing,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm out.
Hmm.
Then this is honestly to me, I would say this is probably the biggest game left on our schedule this year. Well, I shouldn't say that, but we got the Buffalo Bills in Denver Christmas Day. Mohammed, what are your thoughts on this game and what's your score prediction?
Um, well, the Bills are tough, Eddie. I think the Broncos lose this game to the Bills. I think it's going to be close, probably going to be by a field goal. So I think they take the revenge because of what happened last season, last or like in the playoffs. I see the Bills winning 30-27.
The Bills added DJ Moore this year. They added Bradley Chubb and some other players. Bradley Chubb, I love him to death, but he's just not that type of guy, in my opinion. And DJ Moore, he's not a number one. He's a number two at best. Even in Chicago, he was a number two. Sertan's not going to have any problem locking this guy up. So, with all that said, I'm going to say the Broncos win. We beat the Bills. Bills ain't getting no damn revenge on us. Maybe Josh Allen should stop turning the damn ball over. Maybe he would have won last year. I love Josh Allen, but the guy's he's going back to his old self being a turnover machine. And I don't think that's going to change, especially now with what's his name. If he was having all these turnovers with a defensive minded head coach and Sean McDermott, now that he's got who Ken Dorsey, I think it is, offensive guy.
I know it's an offensive guy,
I,
but I honestly,
I can't remember who it is, but he's an offensive minded guy. He's gonna be having Joe Brady. Thank you, Graham. Uh, Joe Brady. So he's probably gonna have Josh run a lot more and throw the ball a lot more, and that's not gonna fare well in Denver. I got the Broncos winning this game. The Broncos win. It's gonna be a close game again, I'm sure, but I'm gonna say 30-27. It's gonna be by a field goal. Broncos win 30-27. So I got the Broncos at 12-3. Mohamed, I think you got the Broncos at 12-3 right now.
yeah,
So we're tied.
finally, yeah, we
We're
are
tied.
tied. Yeah,
We got 2 games
yeah.
left. 2 games. Next up, this to me, this game right here is the game I'm going to be looking forward to all season long. The Denver Broncos travel to Gillette Stadium to face Drake May and the New England Patriots. This is going to be the first time we get to see the Broncos finally face another quarterback from his draft class. We should have had it. We should have had it last year with Drake May and Bo Nix in the AC Championship game. Bo Nix got hurt. We should have had it last year again. The first time, Jaden Daniels versus Bo Nix in Washington. Jaden Daniels was hurt. So, with that said, Mohamed, what are your thoughts and score predictions on this game?
Honestly, Eddie, the Patriots, I don't really think they're a good team. I think Drake May is a crybaby, honestly. All you have to do is for our defense to harass him, sack him, hit him a few times, and he's gonna crumble. I really don't think he's that he's talented, but I don't think he's mentally strong. I don't see him as a mentally strong. Yeah. Um, huh? You're breaking up, Eddie. Or am I breaking up?
You were cutting out there for a minute.
Oh, I was. You hear me
I don't know
now?
who it is.
You
Yeah,
hear me? Okay, so yeah, so I was
yeah.
just saying that I don't think the Patriots are a good team. I think the Broncos gonna go there. Um, Drake May is gonna get sacked multiple times. The Broncos gonna win it 30-21.
So you got who went in? The Patriots, you said?
No, Broncos thirty
Oh,
twenty
okay.
one.
Okay. So it's in New England. The Patriots, they made a few decent moves this offseason. And I'm really excited. This is the game of the year to me. This is the game I want to watch because we finally get to see Bo Nix face another quarterback from his draft class. Finally. Well, I say that, knock on wood. Hopefully neither Bo Nix or Drake May are hurt at this point. Please don't let one of them guys be hurt. Um, but Drake May versus Bo Nix. And we should have had this last year. We should have had this in the AC Championship game, damn it. Because if we would have had it, Bo Nix would have cooked Drake May. Drake May would have been sitting there crying on the sideline like Paxton Lynch was whenever he knew he was getting benched. So I'm going to say Broncos win this game. I'm going to go 28-17, Denver. We're going to kill them. So we both got the Broncos.
Okay, I don't know what happened to Eddie. Hopefully he comes back. I think he was saying that we're gonna kill the Patriots, so we're winning. We're beating the Patriots. I had them at 30-17. I guess whenever Eddie comes back, he can go ahead and give us his prediction. Um, as far as the Chargers, Week 18 versus the Chargers. Since we lost to them the first game, I think with this game, the Broncos win. Not going to be a very high scoring game. I think they're going to play us hard. We play them hard too. So I think it's going to be like maybe a 20-17. Yeah, I would say 20-17. Don't know what's going on with Eddie. Oh, Eddie's okay. Well, I'm wrong, I guess. Um, okay, Eddie, you're back.
I don't know what the heck happened. I guess I lost internet there for a minute.
Okay.
Oh,
You were given your prediction for the Patriots.
Yeah, 28-17. Denver wins. Broncos go. They're
Mhm.
13-3. We both got them sitting at 13-3. So last game of the season, and we got the Chargers. Sorry, Mohamed, you probably did talk about it. You probably gave your
It's fine.
prediction, but
It's fine.
what was it you were saying, and what was your prediction?
Yeah. So I was saying that since we lost to them, like in the beginning of the year, we lost to the Chargers. We are going to beat them on this game. It's going to be low scoring, I think. Going to be a close game. The Broncos going to win it 20-17.
Yeah. I had the Broncos losing the first game of the year, and uh, hot take here. I think this game's going to be for the division between the Broncos and Chargers.
Yeah, I can see that.
And this game is played in Mile High, Week 18. Denver is going to beat the Chargers. They're going to beat them 28-24. They're going to beat them. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the one seed or not, but this is basically going to be for the AFC West. Broncos win 28-24, take the division again, and they're either the one or the one, second, third, or fourth seed. And that puts the Chargers back down in the wild card where they freaking belong. So I just the Chargers are not going to sweep us. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. Not this late in the season. They're not going to do it. So, but let's see. We got okay. We don't have any other. I don't see any of the messages. They all got erased whenever I got kicked out. So, um, but Mohammed. So right now we both have the Broncos finishing 14-3, the same record as last year. Um, Ellis is playing both linebacker and edge. I know we heard about the fact that he was going to be switched to middle linebacker.
That's what I heard.
I
Yeah.
don't know if he's going to be playing edge too, but I, I I honestly don't like the fact that they're putting him inside linebacker. He's a better pass rusher. They should just keep him there. They should have drafted or signed someone as inside linebacker if
Maybe
they
they
want to
see
try to
something
get
we
that.
don't see, Eddie. It's something that they're seeing. They're really just gonna try it, and then if it doesn't work out, go back to his old position. But
We'll try it in the preseason. If it doesn't really work out there,
exactly.
then don't put him in there in the regular season.
Yeah.
You know, I still even with Singleton and Strinad, who I like, they should have done something at inside linebacker. I mean, they kind of did. They drafted Red Murdoch, Mr. Irrelevant, but they should have done more, man. We don't have a linebacker that can really cover. Strinad and Singleton are basically run stoppers slash those kind of guys that just blitz and get home. Um, but let's see, we got any more comments in here? But we're over by like 13 minutes, guys. Let's see. Nope, I don't see any other comments. So that's it for us tonight, guys. Like I said, me and Mohamed both got the Broncos going 13-4, winning the division. Or do you have them winning the division? You got the Chargers.
No, we were winning the division, 13 and
Okay.
3.
I just wanted to ask and double check before we got out of here.
Mhm.
But that's it for us tonight, guys. If you guys could please like, comment, subscribe on this video. We'll be back next week with some more info. Like I said, Broncos, OTAs and mandatory minicamp is not this month. It starts in June. Sean pushed it back a month because the Broncos made a deep run to the playoffs. So basically, after we get through May, we'll have Broncos football stuff, mandatory minicamp, OTAs, and then July preseason or training camp starts, and then August we got preseason. So the next 3 months, football starts next month basically for us, and then we'll have it through the rest of the year. So, Mohammed, any final thoughts or question or anything else you want to say before we get out of here tonight?
Exciting, Eddie. Like, us talking about the games and week 1 to week, it's really nice. Kind of puts us in that mood. So hopefully things move pretty quickly.
Oh, they will. I mean, think about this. It's already mid part of May, dude. We're already like 5.5 months into this year, and it feels like it just started. We got what is it? June, July, August before preseason. You got 3 months, and then preseason's going to be here, and before you know it, 4 months, and the season's going to be here. So, dude, these next 4 months they're going to fly by. But that's it for us tonight, guys.